Uh, that's- all right, you guys, welcome to the big messy bun. No messy bun here today. I got some braids in. This means it's time for a serious chat. You
Serious.
guys, we got Carter in the house. You guys, this is episode 74. Sorry, 75. We just
25.
checked this. Oh my Lord. Episode 75 of the big messy bun. No messy bun. This one's all about Carter today. So I am so excited to welcome you to the show. Carter, welcome.
My my pleasure.
Do you want to tell the guests how we know each other?
Uh, I think you can fill me in on it.
So this is my stepson, and I'm no
Yeah,
longer with his dad, and but he's just been in my life, and we have a beautiful relationship,
yeah,
and
we're still homies.
we're still homies. I love that. Yes, we are. Oh, my boys are gonna love. We're still homies. They have other names too, but I like homies. So, Carter, I am so happy that you agreed to come on here because
Yeah,
what
of
you are
course.
doing is just incredible. On the Big Messy Bun, I created this, a year and a half ago, and I was just at the doctor's office this morning, and the ladies at the office know about the Big Messy Bun, and there was a new girl just started working, so she came in and she's like, "So what's your podcast about?" And I'm like, "Well, we talk about everything, mostly women's health and motivation, but primarily it's about living your best life, living honest,
Mhm.
living good, feeling good." And what you are doing is like totally, totally what we're about here at the Big Messy Bun. So
Yeah.
now, for anyone who's been living under a rock, why don't you tell our guests what you are doing, Carter? What are you doing?
Yeah, so I started in Vancouver. I'm running from Vancouver to my hometown in Dryden, Ontario. Well, so far I might be going across the country, but so far that is the plan, and I am raising awareness and funds for mental health and trying to start a movement, get people talking, and inspire someone to keep pushing. So yeah, that's that's on the go.
That's beautiful. So, Carter, I remember the day you texted me and said, I'm gonna run across Canada. I'm gonna,
Well, I was running, I was training, and I called you,
yeah,
and I was like, hey, guess what I'm doing?
yeah. And it's beautiful. Like you were out in the wilderness, and I'm like, this is so, it's so important, Carter. So I'm going to share with the guests a little bit how you and I bonded. I thought really quickly when you were younger, and I felt like our
Mhm,
personalities we gelled pretty well. And
mhm.
so I met
Yeah,
Carter
for
when
sure.
he was 10 years old, and we had a real good, easy connection right off the hop. And something I find sort of fascinating, and I'm going to just share with you something I did today that you inspired me to do. And I haven't told anyone this. So this is coming out on Wednesday, and I'm very open and vulnerable. Good Lord, I've talked about everything on this podcast, but one thing I haven't dove deep into is my own mental health. And Carter, when people look at sometimes people, they think, oh, they've got it all together. Everything's great. And when I met you, I would have thought the same thing, right? This little guy is just like got it all together. He's athletic, he's smart, he's good looking and a good kid, and we all have things. And I'll let you share more about your story, but you inspired me today to take a step, Carter. And I actually reached out to a lady who does
One
therapy.
sec, right?
What's that?
So sorry, my food is here.
Oh, your food is here? Right
I,
at this serious
yeah, you too.
moment.
I'm
He,
sorry.
that's okay. He gets skipped the dishes. Did you order something good?
Yeah, I did. You can keep going now.
That's okay. You look like you're in like quite a nice suite. But anyway, You inspired me, Carter. It's been building. Like I've felt like my body and my nervous system needs some help.
Mhm.
Just kind of dealing with things that I'm pretty good at just like, okay, deal with it later, deal with it later, deal with it later. I've done a lot of deal with it later stuff.
Yeah.
And and our body keeps that information. Like it stores it somehow, and sometimes it comes out through an injury, sometimes it comes out through major life changes. Different things will kind of tip a person over the edge to realize I need some help with this. And I think what you are doing is you're cracking open this country one person at a time to talk more to someone about it, to talk to a partner, to talk to a mom or a dad or a sister or a cousin. You're opening up these conversations that are starting to take place. And I've been watching you, obviously, for since April 10th. And between that and other things that have kind of been bubbling up in my own life, the other day I just reached out to a woman who I'd been following for a while on Instagram, and I knew I want to go deeper. I want to feel even better than what I can feel, because even people that you think might not have anything going on struggle with thoughts and different things, and some it's different levels and degrees of severity. And I know you've met some pretty incredible folks on your journey that have been very open and sharing that with you. So you're inspiring
Mhm.
so many levels of this, Carter.
Yeah, and I think that's a big thing. With mental health. A lot of people, they look at people and they think, oh, you got it all together, or this person's doing great, but you never really know. And I think it's important to reach out to your loved ones and people, even if you think everything is fine. You have, that's a big thing with mental health is the stigma, just talking about it. So just because like, and social media is bad for that too, because everyone on social media like posts their best, and you know uh like looking at a profile, you'd be like, or just looking at someone's life in general, you'd be like, oh, they look great, they look like they got it all together. But you know I think everyone's going through stuff. Everybody needs to talk. Um, and a big thing, like you said, like a lot of people push it down, and then that's when, but things happen. Your body can only handle so much. And it comes up years later. Like, it takes a lot because your body goes into a survival mode. And um, yeah, so you never know what someone's going through. And, you know, it's at the end of the day, be kind, reach out to people. And, you know, um, yeah, yeah, no one's got it all figured out. We're just faking it. We're all human.
Yeah,
Like,
I think there's a lot of
no one's perfect and no one's got everything together, and everyone has stuff they deal with on, every day. Um, yeah, so it's at the end of the day, it's reaching out, being there for people, and um, doing your best to be a good human.
100%. And that's truly what I feel you're bringing out in this. Like you're opening up conversations. You're also just reminding people. I love on your walks because you'll say to people like through your social media, like go be kind to yourself or go do something nice for somebody. Like you're giving them reminders. You're also saying, hey, get up, like move your body a little bit today, or you're hitting all these points that we know do help with living as a human being, like just having that
Mhm.
connection. Just today, Carter. So first off, thank you for sharing your vehicle with me while you're on your journey.
Oh
But it's
yeah,
a
no problem.
beast. It's a beast of a vehicle, and we don't have to go into the details of how your vehicle functions. However, it it's a lot for me to handle some days. And so just this
Yeah.
morning, I had to go downtown and I had a doctor's appointment, and I knew parking is tricky and it's so big, and it was at 9:30 in the morning, like rush hour. And so I said to myself,
Mhm.
I'm going to be kind to myself. As grateful as I am, and it got me out to see Danica and the girls and the little baby Wesley yesterday. It got me there, but today I was like, I'm gonna Uber because it's better for my mental health to not be driving downtown and figuring it all
Trying
out.
to find a
So,
parking spot and stuff like that. Yeah.
right. So I was like, just little things that people can do to just take the edge off, you know? But
Hmm.
so something that my friend Tammy and I, she's been following your journey quite steadily. She's quite
Hmm.
inspired by you as well. And we walk and talk a lot. Like we will kind of encourage each other, like, hey, have you gone for a walk yet? Or whatever. We do this kind of thing. And so
Hmm.
for shits and giggles one day, I said to her, like, because we use a like just the app on our phone counts our steps, right? And so then I
Hmm.
said, so just for the listeners to put it in perspective, like we're just going to put this into perspective. You are walking a minimum of about 30 kilometers a day. Like most days you're hitting 40, would you say?
Hmm.
Yeah. Like if we took the
Yeah.
average of what you've done this far, it's about 30K a day, right?
Yeah, like counting rest days and stuff like that. Yeah.
For sure.
Like
So,
so I'm 31 days in. Well, today will be 31 and I'm over 1,000. So
wow.
the days I'm walking, I'm averaging probably like 37. But
Okay.
I've had, you need rest days.
For sure. I guess what I want to get at is like just to put it in perspective, people. So for health benefits, hitting about 4 to 8 thousand steps a day is for health benefits. Just for the average person out there wanting to feel healthier, if you can get 4 to 8 in, like you are doing good. I always say any bit any bit. If you're not moving currently, start moving. Carter is
Yeah.
clocking in 43,000 steps on a 30K walk. So 43,000 steps. I'm doing about 8,000 steps a day. Like, when
Yeah.
you put it like that, so I'm going to tell you what I parallel your walk with. And I have never shared this with you yet because I wanted to wait till today. You are pushing through pain. You are pushing through hard days. You are probably even not wanting to do it some days, just feeling complete, utter exhaustion, hungry, tired, all of it.
Mhm.
And for some people, that's what like living with mental health struggles can feel like.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm like doing the physical embodiment of the pain of that our people are doing or going through on a daily basis.
100%. Oh my God,
Hmm.
I'm just covered in chills. You said that so beautifully. And it's
Because
so
I
true.
know I've been there,
Yeah.
So
Yeah. It's it's remarkable. Like, so again, my friend and I were just chatting because we like talking about you now. Like you're kind of the topic of our walks, but Carter, what you're doing, you're creating such a huge shift and pivot in the trajectory of not just your own life, but for the sake of this and for the sake of how much I talk about you, what you've done with a situation that could have been really dire or was
Mhm.
dire, could have been tragic,
Yeah,
for you to be flipping it this way by going through something so freaking hard. Like, are you feeling like a shift or you must be like, what are you feeling? Like, I just want our audience to get inside your head.
um, yeah, it's beautiful. Just how many like a lot of people are like, how do you do it? How do you, like, but it's there's nothing I'd rather be doing. Because I get so many messages like that I inspired someone to get up and like they didn't want to move that day and then they seen a video. Or yeah, like not every day is easy.
Yeah.
Like even my rest day, like today, like um I just yeah, you go through a lot of emotions, and I have a lot of time to think, and um, yeah, it's been a beautiful journey, and I've met a lot of great humans, and I think it really showed me just like you're never alone. I'm doing this alone. Like no one's walking with me or no one's running with me. But I've never felt lonely once, even though I'm alone. And it just shows, people will help. Random strangers will help. Like I'm staying in someone's house I don't know, and they're at work and like people, there's always someone who will reach out or help, you know. And so that's a big thing with mental health too, right? Like you're not alone. You're not the only one who goes through what you're going through. And yeah, it's a big thing. Like when you're in those dark places, you feel like you are, um, but you never truly are. So
No,
yeah,
no, I think again, it's really shining a light on an area that, good Lord, why is there such a stigma about it? But there's certain topics that are very much classified with a big stigma, and this being one of them, that people struggle to go talk to anybody. I feel, and I don't know, maybe I don't know enough actually to make this statement, so I'm going to retract my what I was going to say. I can speak from a woman's perspective that I'm pretty good at like calling up buddies, and just kind of talking it
Mhm.
through. What about a young guy like perspective? Like how did you reach out? What did you do, Carter, when it was
I didn't. That was the issue.
okay?
Yeah, the guys in general, especially the older generation, we're getting a little better, but that's also why I'm doing this as a man because that's a lot of where the stigma is. It's for everyone too, but men in general, you're just expected to deal with it. And I don't think that should be um the way it is at all.
No, no.
Yeah.
And
So
I think it's
and so
beautiful.
like
Oh, sorry.
yeah, a lot of guys have reached out to me and they're like, um, like I've been following your journey and, like you've really inspired me to, call up a buddy or stuff like that, which is awesome. But yeah, I don't know, it's just um yeah, hopefully doing my part to change that and make an impact on as many people as I can because it's okay to not be okay.
It's 100%.
Mhm.
Carter, I want to use this time together here too to sort of gear up for the next, say, 4 weeks of your journey.
Mhm.
So, like, what cities are we going to be hitting over the next, say, week and a half that we can help you with here at the Big Messy Bun to promote, to get people out there? I did share a post just saying that you were coming to Calgary, and it was shared
Mhm.
almost 100 times on my social media. And so, what does the next, say, 2 weeks look like for you, Carter? Say between now and the, I don't know, 20th or so of May. Um,
Yeah, I'm
if
looking
you
at a map
know,
right
yeah.
now. Well, I'll be on Highway 1 through Calgary. And so I'll be going through like Brooks and then Medicine Hat's the next big city. Um, but I'm in prairies and there's a lot of time in between places, right? Um, and then Medicine Hat, and then those are like everything along the Highway 1
Highway 1.
through that. The next 2 weeks I'll be done Alberta. Most likely I'll be in Medicine Hat. It's probably where I'll be on my birthday. That's my guess.
Yeah.
So for the next 2 weeks, yeah, it'll probably be. I haven't. I don't plan 2 weeks ahead.
Okay. Yep.
I only plan a few days just because it's oh there we go. it's a lot to plan, right? Because
For sure.
I need to plan my water, my food, my so I don't plan that far ahead. But the next stretch is just from Calgary to Brooks to Medicine Hat. And then obviously I post my daily updates. So
Yeah.
if people follow along, then they can
And they
get a
can
better
follow
idea of
you.
where I am.
Where's your favorite place to share, or where are you sharing right now?
I share on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and then I post my runs on Strava, which is
Okay,
a running app. Yeah.
awesome. So if there's a listener out there and they know somebody that lives in the area, like what's the best form of help? Like do you have a like, oh my gosh, when this happens, it's super helpful. Like how can people help? How can they contribute to help your cause? Like what's the best way
Mhm.
that people can support you in this?
Physically, this is driving my bag to my stop so I can
Okay.
run. Because carrying a 50-pound bag is a lot. You know, carrying it 30 kilometers is harder than running 57 without a bag, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, and then just reaching out if people have places to stay or know of campsites or know of, you know, like I don't know this area. So just any expertise or the local knowledge is always appreciated. And then yeah, just like the messages, support, honks, drop like people drop off water. I always need water. I always need food. Um, it's expensive.
Yeah, yeah. And
Um,
we can we just take a moment on that note, Carter, to remind or not remind for people that don't know, this is
mhm.
your 100%, you are funding this aside from any donations that you get, correct?
Yeah, yeah,
Like
I
you
get
don't
nothing from
have
this.
the Canadian Mental
Well, I
Health,
don't
no
know, like
sponsorship.
no sponsors. I like I've got a few along the way I've got helped and people have sent donations just to me, but any donation that is under my GoFundMe is straight to
Uh,
this is linked straight to CMHA. So
okay.
um
Just for people because there's people that have donated to the GoFundMe and just I want the listeners to be clear on this that is he is raising funds for Canadian mental health. Anything that's on the GoFundMe page goes there. If you want to help Carter out, buy him a meal, pay for a night of hotel, he I can say this, you are accepting e-transfer if somebody can help. We're just getting upstaged by a little kitty,
okay. Yeah.
to use a nice term.
Um, yeah. But yeah, like it helps a lot because
It helps.
living on the road is expensive, right? And that's why I'd like to do all of Canada, but um, hopefully sponsors come. So I
Yeah.
don't, because without any source of income for right now, it's yeah. So that's why my
Yeah.
destination's Dryden. But yeah, hopefully it.
No, I think it's
So,
important to share that piece because sometimes people, see someone doing something like this and they're like, oh, that must be awesome. I bet you Nike sponsoring or, different
no.
things or whatever. And I know people have been so generous along the way.
Hmm.
You just recently had a really neat physiotherapy session and that guy took such great care of you, which is awesome. Mike, little shout out
Yeah.
to Mike. I think it's pretty amazing, but we can't help you if we don't know, like if people don't know where you're at, how is the best way. Like I
Mhm.
had one lady reach out and I believe she got in contact with you. You were already through her city, but she's like, "Oh, I wish I could have brought him a meal or whatever." But then she was able to send you some money and help you out that way. So people need to know that there's all kinds of ways of supporting, just sharing his content, helping him get his message out. But
Mhm.
yes, it all
Or if
boils
like
down to
anyone,
you got to eat.
yeah, or if like, yeah. But it also like if people know like media in certain places or have connections, it's a lot of who you know, right? To get because even like I just did a CTV interview and um it was just it was someone that was it was just someone
It's so
who
funny.
who I stayed with in Canmore got a hold
You're really out in the out in the wild.
Yeah. Um, the person I stayed with in Canmore, they were great people. And but she knew someone who
Yep.
worked at CTV, so shared my story. And then yesterday, a girl came and ran my last 10 kilometers with me, which was really cool.
Nice.
Um, but she got a hold of someone from Global. So, and that stuff that will help with brands. So people don't have to send me money, they can just donate, right? If I
Yep.
get sponsors from brands, because I rather that than
Yep.
um, you know,
Yeah.
then so
That's awesome. So just keep sharing your content, getting out there, getting the word out there if anyone knows of places to just get a little bit more of a light shining on your venture and what you are doing because it is
Mhm.
I feel the momentum building and I know you'd have as well. Like your
Yeah, for sure.
followers are growing, more people are talking about it. I've had a lot of people reach out. They're like, how are you related? You always say you love him. And I'm like, of course I love him. He's my kid, you know?
Yeah.
And so people are kind of that way. And it's kind of neat. Your mom and I are texting behind the scenes, like, just like, I know he's going to be okay. Yeah, he's going to be okay. Like we're kind of calming each other down. And
Yeah, yeah.
yesterday, being Mother's Day, I just sent her a Mother's Day greeting, just saying, like, hey, thanks for sharing your humans with me, and I really thanked her. She was a big part. She played a role in she plays a role in my life, and I just wanted to share that. I don't know where that came from, but it's just there. I guess it means there's a lot of people loving you, Carter, and that believe in you, and watching the momentum build, like watching different people post things and share things and people are sharing and saying really nice things. They're not just sharing your post, they're like sharing with like a whole paragraph that they're taking time to write about
Mhm.
you and what you're doing and how you're impacting them. And I did start my first therapy session this morning, and the lady that is working with me, I was explaining to her how I feel sometimes the world just feels like overwhelmed, like just with so many things. And I feel that when we can take care of ourselves and then branch out and encourage and inspire others along the way, even if it's a small group, that small group then
Mhm.
multiplies and then helps another group and then another. Like you're like this one person doing this thing, but the branches that you are creating is just fascinating and it's growing as the weeks are carrying on. And in some ways, like you got a little ways to go. But
Another 2000 at
yeah,
least.
was BC the
Mhm.
biggest province, like
Yeah.
to get through and most challenging because of the incline?
Yeah, I started in the hardest province for sure.
Yeah. So that's
In
kind
the
of
mountains.
good. Got that
But
one.
it was the most beautiful. Well, I
Yeah.
haven't gone through the rest, but it was gorgeous.
Yeah. It's pretty
Yeah.
breathtaking. Yeah. That's great.
Hmm.
So what we're going to do, Carter, I want to give you an opportunity just to roll with the mic if you want. Like if you just want to share what you want to share. I know you've already shared lots. If you want to share your story, share it. If you want to wait, wrap. We're going to do this again. Like this is just like we could even wrap up,
Hmm.
every 1,000 million kilometer, whatever you're doing. Um, and we're going to definitely do an in person when you come through Winnipeg. But is
Hmm.
there anything more you'd like to share with the people that are listening?
Um, just that like I'm not I'm not this crazy um, ultra runner. I'm just a normal person. Yeah, I'm athletic and stuff, but it just shows you like you don't have to be like you are already somebody, you know. Don't think just like, yeah, I'm doing something massive, but that doesn't make me a somebody. I was always a somebody, you know. And everybody is, and you can do hard things like you might look at it and be like, that's, it's above me or, but. I didn't train for this. I didn't prepare. I had a month, and I was like, I'm doing it. And as long as you set your mind to it, you can accomplish whatever. There's going to be setbacks, and I've dealt with that. I've adjusted, and have grace with yourself. But at the end of the day, if you set your mind to it, it's okay if it takes a little longer. Um, yeah, you can smash it and do hard things, and um, yeah, you're just worth a lot.
I love that. That's it.
Mhm.
That's the mic drop on the show. It's a pen. I got to get something more dramatic. We're gonna wrap up. Don't leave yet though, because I definitely want to, have a behind the scenes visit
Mhm.
with you. But that's a wrap for this week of the Big Messy Bun, episode 75. Share this episode. Share it with anyone. Share it with everyone. Share it wherever. I'm gonna link all of Carter's ways to connect with Carter in the show notes of this. And he's on Instagram. I share his stuff on Instagram. Find him. Donate if you
I will,
can to his
I will
cause.
do
Yeah,
my best to answer messages. I'm busy, but I do my best to answer everyone. So
yeah.
if I don't
That's
get back to you for a couple days, that's yeah, it's not nothing against you.
perfect. That's beautiful. That's nice to have
Yeah,
that problem that you have enough
yeah.
people message you. I think that's fantastic. So
Mhm.
please share this show. It is available on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube. And Carter, what a joy to have you here today. We were just messaging back and forth, and he's like, "What about right now?" And I'm like, "Okay, let's do it." So just needed to set things up in my shop, and I'm so glad that you were able to join me here today.
Yeah, me too.
I love you.
It's been a pleasure. I love you too.
Okay, I'm gonna do the official sign off now, so just hang tight.
Okay.
Okay,
Am I good? Can I eat?
yeah, you can eat.
Okay, see.
It's still recording, but it's got to be like real life. Okay, this is it. Okay, share the show, episode 75 in the books.